Welcome to the Rehab Roundup. I am your host, Dr. Hassan, board certified physiatrist and independent, helping physiatrists start and grow their own profitable practice so that they can achieve financial independence and live without limits. For those of you who are tuning in again, thank you and welcome back. And for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, thank you. Today we want to talk about how to sustain this profitable practice that you build. One of the big things is making sure that you're consistent. You want to duplicate all of the things that have gotten you to the point where you have this profitable practice to sustain it. But one of the things that you also want to do is take care of yourself, because you got to understand the concept that you are the business. So if you're not good, the business is not good. You got to try and maintain and keep good sleep hygiene. You want to eat right if you have a little bit of time and you have maximized the efficiencies of your practice. You want to make sure that you're out as well. Dr. Charlotte, thank you for joining in. So you got to basically feed the machine and keep the machine and running smoothly, because that's what got you here and that's what's going to keep you here. Also, if you can, you want to try and figure out if you can get physician extenders. Nurse practitioners can be effective in terms of expanding your bandwidth, but also kind of giving you a little more free time as well. And that free time is going to be important in terms of, again, you got to refresh and reinvigorate. You don't want to be going and going and going and going and going, because with any type of repetitive motion, movement, or practice, it's going to cause wear and tear. So once you build it, sustain it. And in sustaining that practice, you're gonna most likely need physician extenders in the form of PAs or nurse practitioners. That's gonna be important in terms of figuring out what are some of the requirements for the practice setting that you're in. I know in some facilities they don't necessarily allow nurse practitioners, but in some facilities and practice settings they can help. So you want to look at that as well once you kind of get things set up to kind of help sustain it, so that you can, continue with this practice as long as possible. So big thing is just figuring out how to sustain this profitable practice that you put all this effort in growing and building, so that you can keep going. So thank you again. Next week, got a big reveal, big secret, Tuesday. So tune in to Facebook Live. Talking about that's near and dear to my heart. But in the interim, you can go to www.profitablepracticeplan.com. Get this wonderful, awesome resource that I have available for you now. Until then, see you tomorrow. Have a good night.